The grand palace of Vorthal Prime stood as a monument to the might of the Threxian Empire, a colossus of obsidian and shimmering light. Inside its labyrinthine halls, Queen Xal'Vara, a being of grace and power, reigned with wisdom. Yet tonight, an eerie sense of unease clung to the air like a storm about to break. Standing at his post outside her chamber, Lieutenant Marcus Hale, a human warrior assigned as the Queen's personal guard, had seen enough to trust his instincts. He had fought in wars, survived assassinations, and deciphered the silent whispers of political deceit. Tonight, everything screamed danger. The ornate double doors before him were not just a barrier to the Queen's sanctuary, they were the threshold to treachery. He tightened his grip on his plasma rifle and took a deep breath before knocking. A moment later, the Queen's voice, melodic yet weary, called, "Enter." Stepping inside, Marcus locked the door behind him. The Queen stood by the balcony, her deep violet robes flowing in the night breeze. Twin moons bathed her silver-blue skin in pale light, making her appear otherworldly even in her own dominion. She turned to face him, her golden eyes narrowing at his presence. "What troubles you, human?" she asked, a touch of amusement hiding her curiosity. "Your Majesty," Marcus said, his voice steady. "Do not return to your chamber tonight." Xal'Vara arched a brow. "And why is that?" "Your husband intends to kill you." A silence heavier than gravity itself filled the room. Then, a laugh, soft, almost pitying. "General Vorthan. My consort. The man who stood beside me for decades." Marcus clenched his jaw. "The man who sees your reign as an obstacle. The man who's been gathering allies in the shadows, whispering of a new order." Her smile faded. "You are certain?" "I intercepted a transmission. He's moving tonight. The palace guards will not stop him, they are either blind to his intent or in on it." Xal'Vara's mind worked quickly, her royal demeanor unshaken. "And you? Why warn me?" Marcus took a step closer. "Because I serve the Queen, not the throne. You spared my life when others saw me as nothing more than a savage human from a war-torn earth. You gave me purpose, and I will not stand idly by while treachery takes your life." She studied him, searching for deception and finding none. Then, she nodded. "What do you propose?" "I get you out of here. Now." A faint smirk tugged at the corner of her lips. "Fleeing my own palace? That is not the way of a Threxian ruler." Marcus exhaled sharply. "Then let's make it look like anything but a retreat." The Queen moved with speed and precision, slipping into a battle-ready outfit of sleek armor woven with energy shields. Marcus led her through hidden corridors known only to the palace's elite guards. As they neared the escape route, footsteps echoed behind them. "Move!" Marcus barked, pivoting to cover their rear. A plasma bolt whizzed past, scorching the wall beside him. "Guards! Loyal to the general." Marcus returned fire, taking 2 down before pulling Xal'Vara through the exit into a courtyard where a sleek hovercraft awaited. Then, standing in their path, was General Vorthan himself. His golden armor gleamed under the artificial lights, and in his hand, a blade pulsed with deadly energy. "Xal'Vara," he said, his voice almost gentle. "You should not have run." She stood tall, unyielding. "And you should not have betrayed me." Vorthan sneered. "You have ruled with sentiment, with weakness. Our empire does not need compassion. It needs strength." Marcus aimed his rifle. "The only weakness I see is a coward who kills his own wife for power." The general's expression twisted with rage. He lunged at Marcus, his blade swinging. Marcus barely managed to dodge, but the general was fast, too fast. The next strike sent Marcus crashing against a wall, his rifle clattering away. Xal'Vara moved in a blur, her own energy dagger meeting her husband's blade. Their weapons clashed, sparks flying in the night. She fought with the skill of a warrior queen, yet Vorthan was relentless, fueled by ambition and fury. As Marcus struggled to his feet, he spotted Vorthan's weakness, his arrogance. The general focused solely on Xal'Vara, believing Marcus beaten. A fatal mistake. With the last of his strength, Marcus grabbed his sidearm and fired. The plasma bolt struck Vorthan's side, making him stumble. In that split-second opening, Xal'Vara drove her dagger into his chest. Vorthan gasped, golden eyes wide with disbelief. Then, with a shudder, he collapsed. Silence fell. Xal'Vara exhaled, then turned to Marcus. "You were right." He chuckled, wincing. "Wish I wasn't." She extended a hand, helping him up. "The Empire will not fall tonight." He grinned. "Not while you still breathe." As sirens wailed across the palace, the Queen stood firm. This was not the end. This was the beginning of a new reign, one forged in fire, but guided by trust.